Well, Ken Owen had 28 completions and 49 passes for 225 yards. Very impressive. And 3 passes of his were picked up. And Tracy Kasson had a miserable day. 15 passes, that's how many yards he gained in the air, and he had 2 completions, but he also threw a touchdown pass to Ken Owen, who also ran one in. And he also had a pass picked off.
Okay, the Jets, Troy Knight, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 8 receptions for 176 yards, and 7 carries for 48 yards, averaging 6.9 yards per carry. Jay Mesrobian, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions at the helm for most of the ball game, 10 receptions for 102 yards, and 5 yards and 2 carries on the ground, giving him a 2.5 rushing average. David?
Okay, Jay Mesrobian had 19 passes, 8 completions for 176 yards. 4 of his passes were snatched off. And Troy Knight was going along with 9 for 9 for a while. Then made it 9 for 10. He ended up 10 out of 13 for 102 yards, and 1 pass was picked off.
Very interesting day. Kasson was picked off once. I was picked off 3 times, and a good ball game to take into example. We saw quite a few mistakes, so many interceptions. 9 in one ball game is quite a bit. We saw a couple of fumbles. Everybody starts laughing in our studio audience. Especially a grandpa in the second row. Is this punting?
No, this is kick returning.
Okay, kickoffs. The long was 20, no TDs for Ken Owen. 4 returns for 41 yards, just above 10 yards per return. And Kasson, 2 yards was his long. No TDs. 1 return for 2 yards. So the Jets had Jay Mesrobian 3 yards, his long, 2 returns, 4 yards, no TDs. Troy Knight getting a TD and a return, 32 yards, the long, 4 returns for 50 yards. Field goals, of course, Ken Owen 0 for 1, and Troy Knight 0 for 1 for the Jets. David, how about a little summary on today's Oak School activities?
Well, there isn't really much to say, but tomorrow we hope to get our season underway for Oak School.
David, do you feel that the trade that was made today, Will Embree for Tracy Kasson, do you think that'll affect the league's outcome this year?
Yeah, I think that's going to give us a very big boost. And in a couple of weeks they'll be complaining about unfair teams because Kasson can pick off the balls because if Knight's covering him, Knight may have the speed, but he's also quite a bit smaller than him, and he won't be able to bat away the high passes.
Well, David, thanks once again for joining us on the Oak School League Report today, talking once again about the Diamond League, the new sport in town, what you might call the new game in town. I hope to have you on some future broadcasts of the Oak School League Report, and thank you, the listener, for joining us. Once again, the Diamond League, I guess we'll go over it and review it. In the new officiated teams, we have Troy Knight and Jay Mesrobian as one team. That is the, the Jets. The second team, the Redskins, consists of Will Embree and Ken Owen, thanks to a newly acquired deal for Tracy Kasson going to the Raiders, who consists now of Kasson, David Owen, Jeff Bryant, and Mason Matschke. There is much speculation, though, that Mason Matschke will not complete the season with the ball club. It is conceived that Matschke will not even last much longer in the Diamond League. He has not been as bad as he was in the preseason Diamond League, but he still is not up to caliber. He averages 1 out of 2, even sometimes 1 out of 1. It's closer to 1 out of 2 than 1 out of 1. But even, it's close to being 1 out of every pass he throws is picked off out of the air. And I mean, it's better to have the ball being incomplete than to have it intercepted. And so Mason's got to correct that problem. That's one problem to solve when he goes out behind the helm next time at the quarterback's back slot. Hope you enjoyed the Banana Split show for today, and I hope you enjoyed the Oak School League report. I'm Ken Owen reporting.